Good morning, everybody. Hello and welcome. It's what, 9:10? Oh my God, what the hell? It's 9:10 a.m. here in Northern California. It is April 30th, 2024. We're about to ramble. We're about to babble. I can't communicate because I haven't had a full cup of coffee in me. So bear with me. But yeah. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope that you're having fun, enjoying your life, having a good day so far. Well, hello, Dragon Dancer Diane. Hello, hello, hello. Uh, I am procrastinating. I have to actually, I started working out again, which is good. I love it. But like, I have to work out, and then I have to go mow the lawn, and I'm just like, I try to be respectful. I try not to mow the lawn until like around like 10. Some people will be mowing their lawn like at 6 a.m. and I'm like, that is so rude. Like, I don't want to hear that shit. Like, I don't, you know? And so I'm like, I try to be respectful. I do. Doesn't always happen. It doesn't always happen. But there's no way in hell I'm mowing the lawn at 6 a.m. though. That's so true. Um, Oh my gosh, that's how long they were there for? Wow, that's awesome. Well, yay. So I, I did my thing. I did my thing. I flipped it and reversed it. And only people who know will know because yeah, I just stated myself. So okay. I shuffled, I focused on, what conversation can we have? And if you haven't noticed already, what I try to do is like I'll do a video on the card. We'll talk a little bit about it. I'll ramble, but then like throughout the day, thank you. I know. Thank you so much. I feel seen. I feel heard. I feel it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Um, so like what I'll do is because I can't just talk all day long. I mean, in one video. What I'll do is I'll post like on Instagram and it'll be posted to my Facebook business page as well. I'll post like different cards or the same card, different variations of the card, and I'll associate like questions. Like when this card pops up, this is a question that we ask ourselves. So like today, later on, excuse me, I'll post about the eight of coins, Eight of Pentacles, and like questions that we ask ourselves when this comes up, right? So I've been doing that. So be sure to be liking the page or following me on Instagram, whatever it is, just to get that. It's fun. It's fun, and it's also added insight. Anywho, today's card is the Eight of Coins. I like to say coins because it definitely, when you say Eight of Coins, you automatically, you automatically, well, hey, Leslie, thank you so much. I don't know if you're calling me boring. Or like again, I'm dating myself again, but the commercials, the Clear Eyes commercials, that guy, I forget his name, but like it's just so monotone and like it's calming, but it's also like, oh my God. I feel like, am I like that for you? Oh my gosh. Okay. But like always, feel free to share your thoughts, your perceptions, yada yada yada. But yes, I like to say coins. as often as they can, because I feel like when we say coins, it is that direct connection to, oh, money, finances, luxury, materialistic, the mundane realm. When we say pentacles, we understand that, but it also, I feel like there's a slight disconnect in the understanding that it is about the physical earth, right? The physical world, our mundane stuff. That's just me. And so today, the Eight of Pentacles pops up. What do you see when you look at this card? And the eights, like eights are kind of associated with like the mastery of abundance. They like sort of embody power, achievement, manifestation of abundance. It's the material and sort of spiritual successes that come from determination and persistence, right? And so I like that, and we see that within the Eight of Coins, Eight of Pentacles. So we can see in this card where there's a lot of work here. You can see there's a lot of pentacles, there's a lot of coins here. The individual is working. You see the sort of like red, orange, ooh, thick thighs. Hey girl, like look at that. Like nice legs for sure. They be working. Um so you can see that they're like hard at work. They're focused. They're in a setting that is kind of open and maybe fulfilling them, and they're just like, they're perfecting their skill. You can see all of the ones they have done. They're just trying to get better at something, and I feel like we that's something to take away from this. What do we want to perfect right now? And it's more so going to be aligned with our earthly body, with our physical realm, because pentacles, earth, mundane realm, resources, finances, all of that. So our money, our career, our work, the work that we do, how we make money, our physical body. So is there something within those realms that we seek to perfect? And that's something that's going to be important for us to be mindful of today. The Eight of Pentacles symbolizes the dedication, yes, dedication required to master a craft. And I think that is so important for us to be aware of, because a lot of times, especially like lately, especially like within such a modern reality, modern world, dedication seems to be diminished, right? Because we don't want to, we want it now, we want it instant, we want to be good at something, we want to instantly download it and have it available to us. We don't want to have to constantly dedicate ourselves to perfecting something, but we kind of need to in order for us to be good at something, in order for us to not be like mediocre at best. We have to dedicate ourselves to investing into a craft, a skill, something that we want to really perfect, right? So it's about the diligent execution of skills often seen in apprenticeships or intense learning phases. So I kind of like equate that to apprenticeships. Like, so I'm, a hairstylist, or I was, I don't do it anymore, but I'm still licensed. Anywho, so like when a stylist would take on an apprentice, right? You're helping them pretty much just shampoo, take out foils, maybe you're helping them rinse, do like, massage the scalp. I don't know. You're cleaning up. You're learning, but you're also working. You're perfecting your skills in how to engage in a salon environment, how to be aware of like color theory and all of these other things. But you're getting hands-on experience as well. So I feel that a lot with the Eight of Coins here. And so this card encourages us to focus on refining our abilities and the value of persistence in achieving excellence. So, what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? What pops up for you when you think of that in regards to your own life? The Eight of Pentacles is really this message where it's time to really, y'all hear that? Oh my gosh, craziness outside. uh right now in our lives, it's time for us to really focus. So I do find that it is about gaining clarity, but it's also following through with that clarity. So it's like, I know what I want. I know now, based on who I am today, based on my wants, desires, needs, I know what I want to invest in. I know what I want to perfect as a skill. I know what I want to start working at and allowing to enhance my life, and let me dedicate myself to the unfolding of that process. And yes, it might be repetitious, it might be something that might be a little tedious, but the more we do it, the better we get. And the more we do it and we actually approach it with seeing it from a new perspective every time, looking at the details, being mindful of that, we perfect our skills, we get better. um, Building and managing rewards, successes through dedication and investments in yourself to become self-sufficient. Yeah, absolutely. And another thing too is like I try to tell my students, like, because I'm really overwhelming my students right now in tarot. Like I'm overwhelming them, and I know because I'm overwhelming myself when I'm writing it, and I know a lot of this. I know the content, so but it's a lot of information. And when I provide you a lesson in tarot, it's like, here's all of this information. You do not have to. You are not expected to master it, in a day, in a week. You are simply expected to just take it in, soak it up, and utilize it when you can, and allow it to be a part of your experience, allow it to inspire you moving forward. And so you don't have to master this, but just recognize, like, you're learning, you're gaining an insight, you're allowing yourself to perfect your skills the more that you work at it. The more you, again, the more that you read the cards, the more that you study the cards, the more that you apply that study into application, and following through with it, the better you get. The more readings you do, the more conversations you have with people, the more you feel comfortable at talking about the topic, about expressing yourself in regards to the cards. And so that's what I see here with the Eight of Coins. That's kind of what pops up when we receive this energy, we receive this card, is learning that it's about the sort of investment. It's about pace yourself to call on the information when applicable. Yeah, yeah. So we also see that, okay, the Eight of Pentacles, is associated with the first decan of, oh sugar, Virgo. And I believe that is a sun in Virgo, and so you can see the sun in Virgo here, and I love, like, it really paints a picture beautifully. The attention to detail, the sort of like investment, the sort of solar excitement, to like focus on my will, focus on my life, right? So aligned with the meticulous energy of Virgo and the clarifying sunlight, this card highlights the importance of attention to detail in our work. It challenges us to be penny wise, ensuring every small effort, oh my god, contributes to the larger goal, while also warning against getting lost in the minute, uh, that whatever, that might distract from the broader vision. Oh my gosh, I can't read today. Um, and so and so with that, we can see that sort of Virgo energy. We see that solar energy. We can see that, okay, this is about like paying attention to the details in our life, paying attention to what we need to focus on, perfecting a skill, because that will set us above and beyond for ourselves, and it will get us noticed. And all, but there is this, again, this sort of warning that if you focus on trying to be perfect before, and you want everything perfect before you release something, well, you're never going to release something because you're going to always find something to perfect. Does that make sense? And I think that is another important thing to hear right now, is that sometimes you just have to perfect as you go. And we've talked about this, I think, recently as well, maybe yesterday or the day before. But it's kind of like, I will get, I'm a great example for this. So over 7 years ago, I've been wanting to make candles, right? Candles as a business, it's an investment. It really is. And so, like, it's a lot of resources being put together. 7 years ago, I put out like a survey, like, hey, what do you think about this? Before that, I was still researching and learning about candles and all this other stuff and look what it takes to really do a business and shipping and all this stuff, right? So it was still like years before that that I was like, I really want to do this. Guess who still hasn't made candles? Me. Because like I want everything to be so perfect, but at the same time, I recognize that you know what? If I don't do it, I'm not going to do it. Like there's so much that you can do to perfect a skill, but until you put it into practice, until you put it into motion, you can't see how it engages in the reality of others. You can't see the experiences that other people take from it, the ups and the downs, the challenges, and maybe there's tunneling, whatever there is. But like until I create the physical product and I get it out to people, I can't know how to really perfect it. And so I'm going to constantly be in this space where I don't have, what I really want to do or a part of what I really want to do. Does that make sense? And so that's kind of like the sort of warning with the Eight of Coins, Eight of Pentacles, is that we're going to always be finding something to perfect in regards to our skills and the work that we do. So it is so important to put it out there, to be experienced, because we're telling the cosmos like, hey, this is what I do, this is who I am, this is what I want to share. And we will then get feedback, and that feedback is meant to help us to perfect. So important not to just stay within the thinking process. Okay. Um, the Eight of Pentacles is not just about the process of work, but also celebrates the achievements and the personal satisfaction that comes from seeing a job well done. It invites us to appreciate the fruits of our labor and the personal growth that accompanies our professional achievements. I think that's another thing that we have to like we should really honor and celebrate and be proud of ourselves for our accomplishments. Yes, we're perfecting a skill. I mean, right? Like, like, um, pair that with like imposter syndrome, and oh my gosh, like, uh, it's a thing. Like, oh my gosh, but like, we need to be proud of ourselves. Like, look how far you've come. And again, we're not judging ourselves based on other people. Like, look what you've done. Look what you have done. Look at the things that you've achieved. Be proud of that. And it doesn't matter how you measure that, like how large or small. You are experiencing your own life. You are moving forward. You are taking steps to achieve what you desire. So you should be proud of yourself, even though we know there's more room for growth. There will always be more room for growth, but we need to celebrate ourselves and our successes and our achievements, you know, along the way. It's okay to do that. We deserve that, you know? And so I think that's another important thing because we can be if you look at the card, they're just working. They're working, and they don't seem bothered by it. They're sort of like in a trance. They're in their own space. They're doing their thing. They're enjoying it. They enjoy the work. But in order to really to continue to enjoy the work that you do, it is so important to take time to appreciate the beauty that you put out into the world, the energy you put out into the world, what you have. Be grateful for the resources you have available to you, the opportunities that are there. Appreciate that, celebrate it, and also release it into the world, like share it, because again, as you share, as you put it out into the world, it returns to you. You pick up on little things, you take feedback, and then you create something even more. Let's see, appreciation to celebrate the small wins along the big one with the big ones. Yes, yeah, absolutely. um and so this is so what are your thoughts? If you have any last minute thoughts, questions, concerns as we wrap this up, let me know. But I do find with the Eight of Pentacles today, it's really allowing us to be aware of where we need to apply our own like dedication to our life, more so like our mundane or even like your spiritual life, but like physical stuff. So like a physical investment, invest in perfecting a skill. So that could be tarot, that could be astrology, that could be like herbalism, you know, that could be, again, that could be like, you know what, I'm going to focus on exercising more and perfecting that. It could be your health. Excuse me. It could be you know, health, wellness. It could be finances. Like, okay, I'm going to create a budget for myself, and we're going to work with it, or I'm going to be aware of where my money goes, you know, in and out, and know that as I perfect being aware of this, I can, you know, adjust and accordingly. And so, um, I do find that this is like expressing you're on, like, we're on the right track with this. We're on the right path. It's saying don't give up, don't lose hope. Keep focusing on perfecting. Keep focusing on doing the work, because the work is working for you on your behalf. You showing up for yourself, you plugging away, you doing the work, you focusing on getting better, and being better for yourself. Your dedication is truly inspiring, and you know, the god whatever see it and recognize it, and they are providing for you, and they are providing you with more opportunities to explore what you love. So know that you are on the right track. Pay attention to the details. Focus on dedicating yourself to something, and know that as you stick through it, you know, as you keep moving forward, keep applying yourself, success is there. Success is on its way. All right. All right. So, any questions, thoughts, concerns before we tie this up? And again, be sure to follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you know, because I'll be posting later throughout the day different like questions associated with this card. Um, yeah, don't be in competition with others. Do it in your own time. What is best for you? Yeah, I don't believe in competition with other people. And it's not to say that they're not good or they're bad. It's just to say, like, you know what? This is my story, my life, my chapter. And it's me, like me showing up for myself, doing what I can with what I have available, making the best of it. Like, I'm not competing with you. I'm not competing with other people who do what I do. They can't do what I do because they're not me, and I can't do what they do because I'm not them. We have different outlooks on life. We have different experiences. We have different traumas, because, you know, trauma influences us and how we communicate. We have different everything. And so how we engage with the world is going to be different. What we do is different. And so there's never competition there. It's more, you know, competition with our own selves. And that's great. We can be fueled by that to create success. And so always do what is best for you. Always work on the best of you, and keep focusing on, you know, moving forward. But yeah, definitely, I'll be posting later today some questions, or, you know, insights, musings, I guess you can say, about this card as well. And again, if you want to be notified when I go live, with these little videos, you can join me on Patreon, patreon.com/House of Blackthorn. And you can sign up for the free tier. It's free. It is free. And the free tier, I always post these on the free tier. And so I try to post like 5 minutes or so before I go live. So you should be able to get notified, like, oh, I'm going to go live. So yeah, another way to find out. Thank you again. Thank you so much. I do appreciate y'all. And for my patrons, I will be going live a little later today after my workout. I mow the lawn with our month ahead reading for May. So I will talk to some of you tomorrow and others later today. Thank you so much. I do appreciate y'all. Y'all have a blessed, what day is it? Tuesday. Okay. Okay, bye.